All right, guys, welcome back to MLB 15 The Show. This is Game 2, the Indians versus Red Sox of the ALDS. You can see my ERA is 1. Strikeouts, I have 12. Average 574. I'm first. I'm second in RBIs with 13. Fifth in strikeouts with 12. So...
After a hotly contested start to the series, what's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belt is especially important right here. If they get a second win now, they could really get themselves a good chance of moving on.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who get the ball here in this one. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians, as their order will read like this. They'll tee it up against the ever-improving right-hander Rick Porcello. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind it. Jose Ramirez will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one.
I think the big question everyone asked in this game was, how are these guys going to respond to just getting whacked from last night out? The regular season, you say, hey, no big deal, put it behind you, you move on pretty quickly. But in the postseason, you can say it's over and done, but I don't think it's quite as easy as that. Those are the kind of losses that stick with you, and you just keep thinking about it.
And he will make it there with a double to start the ball game. Jerry Sands will stand in now, looking to get something to the right side for that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. And he gets ahead here with a fastball in strike one.
There's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
As a look now, fastball at the knees, good spot, good pitch, and 0-2.
Two good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. You got to start thinking center of the diamond here, shorten up a little bit. You got to put something behind.
Lifted down the line and right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Swung on it, hit pretty well out to deep left field. Castillo will wait a bit when he gets there for round number one.
Fly ball in the left not going to do you any good in this situation. Look, you got a guy on second, nobody out. You take this to right field and advance runner, but then at least you made a productive out. Then this is just a waste.
Michael Brantley is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. The next pitch. And a good hitter if he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Let it down there. Oh, he finally rattling down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I keep going up until he proves he can lay off.
I have one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. Throw gets him 2 down. Carlos Santana will get his first opportunity here with the leadoff man still at second, off with 2 gone now. Outside target here, and he gets it for strike 1. There's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Look at that. On a knee, he throws him out. A remarkable play there to retire the side. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Starting lineup for the Red Sox looks like this. McAllister will get the call to face these guys. He's one of those pitchers you can't allow to fall into a comfort zone out there because if he settles down and has success in the early going, it does wonders for his confidence. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Mookie Betts will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Almonte is there to make the catch, and it's a 1-pitch out to start the home first. Brock Holt will stand in now for the first time, coming off nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious.
First pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And now pitch on the way. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
We're going to see a lot more of this because this is the guy who's letting me know that he will work inside. He'll even back off the plate if he has to.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind the ball in 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Xander Bogaerts will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
He really is the X factor of this lineup. If he can stay hot, he can have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Shadows are terrible. The shadows are just terrible right now. Terrible.
First offering on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from the head, the better off he's going to do.
The curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes a 1-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes again, 1-2. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Almonte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. On to the second inning out from Fenway Park with no score. Ronnie Chisenhall leads things off now in the top half of the second. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Wrong pitch.
In the pitch. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
In now, Jan Gomes. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
But you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away. But he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
The pitch. Now here it comes. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. This will be foul off to the right, out of play. Another 0-2 home. Swinging a shot towards second, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Abraham Almonte will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at third. And a fastball's in there for strike one. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
No taking down. He's going to have to swing it out.
And he stays alive and gets his grounded foul. Here's another 0-2. Runner goes for a second. Pitch inside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. He waits. Now the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting towards the third base dugout. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1 left for the try. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. David Ortiz will start things off in the bottom of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Travis Shaw will get his first shot at it here. First pitch on the way. And this is hit hard up the middle. Up for the Divison. For Jensen, 2 down. Rusney Castillo get his first chance now. Trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. The first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off on that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off back. Now the 0-1 is right back past him on the mound, and it's going to keep on going into center field. It's a base hit.
And after setting down the first to start the afternoon. Finally puts up his first hit here with 2 outs in the second. Right, and that's important because you don't want to let a guy coast through these early innings. And what about at least a little bit of pressure?
Blake Swift will get his first cut here with 2 gone now and a runner at third. Now the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. He's set, now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it will get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. From the stretch. Now a fastball, swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Red Sox lead 1. Will move to the third with no score. Roberto Perez will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Now here's the pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Bradley comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball. If he can get there, that's what he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Jose Ramirez will stand in. He doubled to open up the ball game. And a curveball in for a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. And now pitch on the way. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball. He was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he hits the barrel through. It's darn near the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Into the box, Jerry Sands. And he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together, especially this part of the lineup. So you can't let it go.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Josh Buckley makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now here's the first pitch. And that's promptly whacked into center field for the base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here and kick things off.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in for the first time here. First pitch to him. Now ball hit hard through the hole. And this is going to be a base hit for Bradley.
That was an excuse me swing that I got lucky on.
Back-to-back singles have him in a good position to push across that first run of the outfield.
Mookie Betts will try it again. He flied out to start the home run. Here's the first offering. Now a ball wild towards center field. That's in there, base hit. Wild third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Sox are up to a 1-0 lead.
This team has plenty of guys who can get the ball out of the ballpark. He's great single, good job as well.
Ron Fuller will stride in again.
That thrown out at home was should be 3-0. Oh, he's out at third. Stupid. Stupid.
Sandra Bogart will try it again. He flew out his first time. There's the first offering. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Oh, he misses it. And this will find the roll now way out deep into the triangle.
He might have a home run.
Now, they still haven't flagged this one down. Oh, he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate.
Wow.
He will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't even know if I want to touch this ball. I'm thinking that when these guys get back to the dugout, we're going to be able to hear what their manager is saying from up here.
David Ortiz will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Pitch on the way. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone. And I gotta believe that leash is getting a little bit shorter. Keeps passing batter.
Travis Shaw will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Swung on and rolls towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. The Red Sox lead it 3-0. Michael Brantley will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And that first is gone.
So a leadoff home run to get things started here in the 4th. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Indians are now on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Good change up right there. Down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on. So that's a great job to lay off.
Again, a 1-2. And this is hit well towards the hole. On the first, a good bounce back pitch there to get the ground ball for the first out. Money Chisenhall again with 1 in and 1 away. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball. And he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And the pitch. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup. So we're thinking come back to that big curve.
A good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. Yan Gomes will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
2 now.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now, and 2 strikes here as well.
1 run on 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. A good changeup, a swing and a miss, and set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Indians able to get 1 back thanks to the home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Indians 1. Rusney Castillo will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now here's the first pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this one is gone. A home run will lead off for bottom of the 4th. Solo shot here to the left. Second home run of the series. And with it, the Red Sox have taken a 4-1 lead.
Let's take a look at where this pitch ends up. You can see there, even though this pitch isn't technically in the strike zone, it's still pretty much in his wheelhouse. He just yanks it right out of it.
Into the box now, Blake Swift. And he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. They need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And here's the first pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. In the 3rd, and he didn't quite dig it out.
Let's take a look at that play at first here in show motion. Close to making a great save here. You can see him trying to backhand it, but doesn't quite want to stay in the glove. May have hit him more in the palm, and he can't prevent the throwing error.
Jackie Bradley now, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there in short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball in here to get himself off the hook.
Slowly hit the first. I don't think they can get 2. And in fact, just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out. Mookie Betts will come forward now. He has flied out and signaled so far. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. First pitch coming. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Now you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
That's not what that man right there wants to hear. He hate that.
Top of that thought as the play is made out there for out number 3, and the side is retired. The Red Sox tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. We're through 4. It's now 4-1 Boston. Mike Divison will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
But you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they can get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Well, one thing you can say for sure, these Red Sox left fielders know how to play balls down in that corner. He knows that this is no sure double, so he gets to it really quickly, fires it into second base, and it's going to be in plenty of time to get his man trying it for 2.
Stepping in now, Abraham Almonte. That's a swing and lift the foul ball off to the left, and now it's left. Here's errors so far. Now a hard liner towards short, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series. He's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first to win easily to the side and retire. Down in order to go the try. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Brock Holt will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit there. First pitch comes. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Sands is there, and it takes just one pitch to retire the leadoff man in the home half of the fifth. Xander Bogaerts will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. To max it out in the bullpen, a couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Today's players talk about barreling up the baseball. You cannot barrel it up a whole lot better than that. You're pitching right there. That's a chuck and duck ball. You better get out of the way.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Divison for 1. Onto the pitcher coupling, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Boston's out in front, 4-1. Jose Ramirez will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now here's the pitch. And he pops him up, back behind second base. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout one way.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only needed one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Jerry Sands will stand in again. He's blown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
If he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me. No, he's been outstanding so far.
Here it comes. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And now a pitch on the way. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. 1-2 with 1 away. Here's Bogaerts, the young shortstop. Throw on first, and Porcello looking good here, 2 away.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. You should take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like.
Michael Brantley will get another shot. He homered his last time. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Now the pitch. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. And the pitch. In the air to right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They win it 4-1. Ryan Webb will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth. Travis Shaw will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. He shoots it into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Bruce Castillo will step in. He homered his last time around. First offering on the way. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. Backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
That's not a good start to the inning on the mound. Back-to-back hits have us in trouble again. At this point, they can't afford to let this deficit get any wider than 3.
Blake Swift will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch on the way. Now he squares and gets one down. First pitch to him. He'll go after the first pitch here. Fastball's hit foul off to the right. Strike 1. He's ready now. Pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So he will touch him all on the grand slam. His first homer here in the series. And this is now a 7-run ball game.
Nowhere to put him. You can't walk him. You can't pitch around him. So he has to come in with something right here. And boy, this guy was just lying at the bees waiting for this pitch. This is the big salami right here.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it in deep right field. Almonte is there and he makes the catch for the out. Mookie Betts will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. What a stop! But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught as that'll be an infield single.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Here's Brock Holt now. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. There will pull it in is Bradley, and there are 2 gone now. Xander Bogaerts will step in. The base hit in his last time. First pitch to him. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on the second for the force and the side is retired. But the damage done as the Red Sox get 4 thanks to the grand slam. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Indians 1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Carlos Santana will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Now here it comes. Hit hard but foul off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Pitch on the way. Now a changeup blocks him up as he looks at strike 3 balls, 1 away.
After that 4-1 inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. You give them a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Monty Chisenhall will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. You have to say they really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And that will get down out there. Jan Gomes will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled back. Comes set, now the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick. And that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
When you're out there pitching with a 6, 7, 8 run lead, you can afford to come right at guys 0-2. Why not?
Mike Divison will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Swinging a high chopper to third. And a short way to retire the shot. Indians lead 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Austin Adams will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. David Ortiz, yet another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Opposite field to left. Brantley has him played perfectly as he puts it away for round number 1. Travis Shaw will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Now the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. Rusney Castillo will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. Now the first pitch. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Sands retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Abraham Almonte will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant. game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. It's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. There to take it is Rutledge for the first down. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Roberto Perez will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Swing and a line drive to center field. And Bradley will play it on the hop. It's a base hit. Jose Ramirez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's his fastball for a ball strike 1. And he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Here's the 1-2. Oh, fastball swung on and missed. For the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Not only has he flung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter at this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Jerry Sands will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. You've got these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on the first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the try. We'll get still in 8-1 ball game. Now the first pitch. This is lifted the other way out to left center. Brantley is there, and that's not the way you want to start the bottom of the 8th. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Josh Rutledge will stand in. And slam for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first offering. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. Up with it is Aviles. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Jackie Bradley Jr. will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Bradley waits on the 1-0. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. And it remains an 8-1 ball game. Michael Brantley will stand in to start off the night here with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. He's Henry will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a full strike. Now pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he comes ahead of him now, 0-2. Swing and miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. 2 outs away from the victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, man, every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Carlos Santana And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So making back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two making bases out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's making a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Monty Chisenball will dig in. He singled his last time around. Fastball in there for the fourth strike.
He may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Now the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. In under the hands with a fastball at 1-2.
I think that fastball is just a show. He's not trying to throw this one.
Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. Jan Gomes will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Boy, a 2-out single. Now nearly a hit by pitch. Gotta be careful right here not to let this inning get away from him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes the ball 2, and it's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. You're going good.
And he gets right 3 balls. And he can't be acting with that.
That's what he's hoping. Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get the drive home happy. And their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player in the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. But this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasturgeon. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 8-1. So long from Fenway.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching MLB 15 The Show. Rate, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned next time for Game 3. Appreciate it. See you guys.